Hello, Bliss Warriors. This is Natasha Y. Phoenix, and this is day 2 of my 90-day video challenge. I'm really excited that I've started this journey to be able to share my story as you all have been sharing your story. And I wanted to talk about getting out of your comfort zone because I thank you, Felicia White, for commenting on my video, my first video, and about getting out of my comfort zone. And so I thought, well, I'll use that as a topic on today, getting out of your comfort zone. And I know for a lot of people, getting out of your comfort zone is not easy, because for me, it hasn't been easy, especially when your environment is not conducive to you growing, and you're trying to grow consistently against those who don't want to grow. And so for me, excuse me, it had gotten to a point where I really had to make a decision. So about a month ago, I had moved from the area where my family is, the majority of my family is, not realizing that I was living in the same house for 6 years. And for some people, that's fine, but for me, it was in a stagnant environment. There was no growth or what have you. I didn't have any friends or girlfriends that I could hang out with and grow with. I'm a reader. I love to read, and a lot of times, outside of my partner Arthur, I couldn't share those type of things, and found friends and what have you online that made my day better. I had been back home. I had moved to North Carolina before, and came back, and had been back home for 16 years and didn't realize how much time had passed. And then I started finding out and realizing that I was starting to be like everybody else. I was starting to think like everybody else. I started feeling like, well, if I don't get out of here, I might as well just be like everybody else, work a job or what have you. And that was not me. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Excuse me, since I was a little girl. The first business that I ever wanted to own was an interior decorating business, because researching my history found out that real estate was something that our family was into, but no one lived their purpose with it. So to get out of my comfort zone, I made the decision to move about a month ago, and didn't know how I was going to do it, didn't have the resources to do it or what have you. I just put my intentions out there to the universe that I was going to move, and it had gotten to the last week where I really didn't think it was going to happen. Was packing up, pretty much had packed up the house that I was living in and what have you, but still did not know how I was going to do it. And something just told me, just be thankful. And I just started being thankful, and the way it was made. So for me to have moved into the environment that I'm in, loving it, I just feel so much freer. I'm starting to release a lot of emotional baggage that I was dealing with and what have you. Been consistently taking care of myself, exercising. There's a gym in the apartment complex that I'm living in. So it's just been a beautiful thing. So to those who may think that you can't get out of your comfort zone, it takes time. It takes knowing, a knowingness, if you want to say. It takes a willingness that don't worry about the how. Just do it, because I didn't know how I was going to do it. And, a lot of people, I kept saying I was going to move, but I believe a lot of people didn't believe me. But I was determined that I was going to move. Didn't know how. I left the how to the universe, and I'm so glad I did, because I'm so much happier, doing so many different things and what have you, and exploring and getting out and what have you, that is just, I still can't even believe it, even though it's been, just a little over a month now. But I'm so thankful. So whatever you do, if you feel like you're stuck, stagnant, you're in a place where you just like, what do I do? Maybe it's that, comfort zone that you're in, that you might need to change some things. You might need to, change your eating habits, or change, if you don't exercise, you may need to exercise. If you don't, keep talking to the same people and they're talking the same thing, you may need to, change that. So whatever it is, allow yourself to live, and allow yourself to live the best life that you can. And that's really about getting out of your comfort zone. So I thank you all for listening. Feel free to leave any comments. And I know for some people, if you can't see my video, it may be because you're not on my friends list, because of me having that block. Because unfortunately, I found out some people have been stalking my Facebook page. Can you believe it? So if you can't see the video, what have you, just send me a friend request. And that's just, even just to connect as women, that the purpose of this group coming together for us to uplift and encourage and inspire one another. So let's just, get connected and what have you, and just continue to move forward with the purpose that, we came here to do. Bye for now.